If you're interested in voiceover, but you're scared that you might sound bad or embarrass yourself or waste your time, or you play the comparison game with voice actors who are much further down the road than you are, then that's really going to hold you back. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to use the idea of being brave enough to suck at something new to help motivate you and propel your career down the road further and faster, and try to avoid some of those pitfalls right at the beginning that is slowing you down. And there is a mistake that a lot of newcomers make when they hear this advice that ends up keeping them stuck for much longer than they really should. And I'm going to get to that real soon because it is subtle, but it really matters. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. It's okay to be bad at voiceover at the beginning. That quote that says, "Be brave enough to suck at something new," is a theme that I want you to kind of carry along as you're building your chops and working on this voiceover journey, because we've all been there. A lot of people, when they first get started in voiceover, they listen to voice actors who have been doing it a while, and they think to themselves, well, I'll never be that good. I'll never be able to, raise my game enough to where I can compete on that same level. And that is the quickest way to get discouraged and many times quit. So if you can make that one little mental shift going from thinking I'm terrible to I'm training, that is going to reshape and redefine the entire process for you. Because most people who start in voiceover or even start any new venture, they fail to make that shift. And the ones who fail to make that shift are the ones who quit before they ever even really get started. Hey there, my name's Mike Hathcote. I'm a full-time voice actor, and I host the Voiceover Blueprint YouTube channel, where the goal is to get you the best possible training as a beginner to learn the right way to get into voiceover. I help students go from zero to booking work, really by focusing on the fundamentals and instead of perfection, and that's what this video is all about. And if you want a clear picture of the entire voiceover industry and where you might be able to fit in, this coming Tuesday, I'm having a free live webinar at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, where I'm going to give a general overview of the voiceover industry. In this live webinar, I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to show you the ropes in voiceover. And also, just for attending, you're going to get a copy of the Voiceover Blueprint book, which is going to be the audiobook as well as the digital copy, absolutely free just for showing up. So I hope to see you this Tuesday night. But for now, let's get back into why being able to suck at something new is the key to being successful in voiceover. A while back, I talked about something called the success cycle, which my wife, who is a social psychologist, put together that basically takes you through the learning process of what everybody goes through when they learn something new. It starts with the spark, then the drop, and then the grind, and then the summit. And this process is what everyone goes through when they start something brand new, voiceover included. Most beginners think that sucking at something means that they're not talented, and that is not the case. With everything in life, there's always going to be a learning curve, and voiceover is no different. There's many more factors than just, say, the performance side of voiceover. There's the technology, there's the marketing. There's a lot that goes into being successful. So that mindset of not being excellent at something right at the beginning really cripples your practice sessions, and it turns that into personal judgment instead of skill building, which is really what it's supposed to be about at the beginning. Another big mistake that a lot of brand new people make in voiceover is they wait until they don't suck to start sharing their work. And what the problem there is that they don't really get any feedback. They don't progress because they're not getting the kind of, positive reinforcement and, guidance that they would need to get to that place of not sucking much quicker. Another really big mistake that a lot of brand new people make is they confuse performance confidence with career readiness. They feel like they have to be perfect before they start going out and trying to book work. And let me tell you something. Nobody is perfect. I don't care if you've been doing voiceover for a month or 15, 20 years or even longer. Nobody's perfect. So if you wait until you're going to be perfect, you're going to be waiting forever. So you don't need to feel 100% confident yet. You just need the reps. You need the structure and the guidance to move forward at whatever pace you're comfortable with. So if you don't fix those things first, then the advice that I'm giving here, which is to just get started, it actually backfires. So that's why what I'm going to talk about here in a second matters even more. Being brave enough to suck doesn't mean being reckless or lazy. It really just means being intentional about the learning phase of this versus just demanding professional results right at the beginning. It can definitely feel like a fire hose learning any new skill, and voiceover is no different. In fact, I would venture to say that voiceover is probably a little more difficult to learn because there is so many facets of it that you have to learn, whether it's sound quality, performance, marketing, or any of the other things that go into running your voiceover business. Give yourself a bit of grace and just learn one thing at a time. And after a while, you'll realize that, hey, I'm starting to pick this up and things are going to start to seem much, much easier. So this is the foundation, but this is also where a lot of newcomers accidentally kind of sabotage themselves. And here's what I mean by that. This next mistake is what keeps newcomers stuck for months and sometimes years. Most people jump into this without a container, meaning that they'll, hop on YouTube and they'll watch a bunch of random videos and they'll conclude right up top that they're bad. The right way to do this is to practice inside of a framework, which means, jump in, get feedback early, because I've seen it over and over again. A lot of people will practice kind of on their own and they ingrain bad habits that are that much harder to break later on. So if you can get the right habits from the beginning and rinse and repeat those, you're going to ingrain the best habits, and that's going to help you advance way faster. What you want to do is you want to separate skill building with self-worth. The self-worth will come with the practice early on. So if you're brand new to voiceover and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're trying to drink from that fire hose, this is the way you want to attack this, especially if you want to actually earn money and not just experiment. And this is the kind of stuff we're going to talk about in that free webinar coming up this Tuesday, so hope to see you there as well. Here's the real insight that most people missed about sucking. And sucking is data. Every time and every read is data for you to either improve or get stuck, especially if you have some guidance. Here's a personal example. My entire life, I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy, but I just never really had the guts to get out and do it. This last year has reminded me that life is just too short, and if you want something, you've got to go after it. So last night, I had my very first stand-up comedy set. Brand new venture, brand new skill set, very uncomfortable. It was nerve-wracking, but very exciting at the same time. I have so much to learn, and there is so much that I don't know that I don't know. But I'm excited about sucking at the beginning so that I can be good later. So every bad set is going to give me feedback, whether, it's performance feedback, joke structure, timing, delivery, all that kind of thing. Every time I go up, it's going to improve just a little bit so that later on, I'll be better. Voiceover works the same way. If you follow this structure, the progress speeds up fast, and you're not just kind of stuck in that endless cycle of, practicing by yourself and not seeing the improvement. So the confidence shows up after the competence. So when you're practicing every day, those little incremental changes and incremental improvements add up over time. So now instead of feeling, stuck or intimidated, you can now move from hesitation to intentional action, even if you are brand new. And remember, if you want help applying this to your voiceover journey, don't forget that free webinar coming up this Tuesday night. Just click on the link in the description and pin comment below, and you're also going to get that free book just for showing up. You can bring your specific situation, you can ask me questions, and I'm happy to give you the best insight that I have to help you move forward. So you don't need to be fearless, you just need to be willing to be bad on purpose, even if it's just for a little while. Start messy. Start small and take the next clear step, and you will get to where you want to go. Well, that wraps it up for another video. I appreciate you being here as always. And if you didn't totally hate this video, then try to hit all the buttons. I certainly would appreciate that. And if you have any other questions about it, drop one down below in the comments, and I'm happy to help. Also, if you want to learn why right now is the best time to get into the voiceover industry, then I put a little video together for that, which is located right there.